Hey guys, it's LuisiosoMV. Today I'm going to bring you a PSG1 sniper gameplay, and it's going to be a team deathmatch cracked. And don't expect the greatest KD at the end of this match. I know that I told you guys that I wouldn't post anything with more than 5 deaths in any of my videos, but this is one of the best sniper gameplays I've gotten for Black Ops at least. And it's really not that. It's not phenomenal, I guess. There are better snipers than me, clearly. And I just thought this was a pretty good gameplay, especially for my standards of how I use a sniper. So that's why I wanted to post it. And I think that you guys can probably learn from my gameplay using the sniper. So yeah, okay, let's get into my setup. I'm using the golden PSG1 with extended mags, I believe Flak Jacket Pro, Steady Aim Pro, and Tactical Mask Pro. And the reason I'm using Flak Jacket instead of the ever popular Ghost is because when I'm using okay, you either have the choice of using Ghost with Hacker or Flak Jacket with Tactical Mask. Those two combinations are the only ones that I use. And the reason I like Flak Jacket is because I really don't like worrying about claymores a lot. And when I'm sniping, I'm usually far away from the enemy, so the radar shouldn't pick me up most of the time. And that's why I use Flak Jacket, because of the claymores, and I just don't want to have to be cautious when I turn the corners and have to worry, like look at red claymores using Hacker when I'm using Ghost. So that's why I'm using Flak Jacket. Then I'm using Tactical Mask Pro because I don't like being stunned or flashed at all. And since I have no need for Hacker because unless motion sensors see me, which really wouldn't bother me that much. I really don't care about motion sensors that much. And so I could just keep going even with no fear of motion sensors because I feel oblivious to them. I'm probably not, but I feel oblivious. So I don't worry about motion sensors whatsoever. And there's no need to worry about equipment like motion sensors, jammers, and claymores, since I have Flak Jacket and I can just charge through them and like charge through claymores and C4. And again, jammers and motion sensors aren't really used that well or that much, so I don't really worry about them. Instead, I use tactical mask because, like I said before, I don't like getting stunned and etc. etc. Now, the reason that I'm using steady aim instead of sleight of hand, harden, scout, or any other second slot perks is because I like having smaller crosshairs. Is because when I no scope, it is steadier, so that's like the main reason. And there are some situations where I have to no scope. Later on in this match, there'll be an example one. And also, when you shank, like the pro version of steady aim, when you shank or after you stop running, you basically take your gun faster, and that's key for the sniper because like especially me since I'm running around a bit. When I stop running, I only stop running because I see an enemy, and when I see this enemy, I want to be able to have my gun out as fast so I can aim down my sight as fast. Of course, Sleight of Hand Pro is not effective for snipers, so the pro version of Sleight of Hand is useless to me. Also, I'm using extended mags to take away the need for having to reload fast. So steady aim is not an option for me, or I mean, sorry, Sleight of Hand is an option for me, and it's the reason I don't use Warlord because I don't really use any attachment for my gun. I used to use variable scope, but I just am not that fond of it anymore. I just like regular scope better. And the reason I don't use Scout is because I don't have Pro version, and I don't really like it. I don't feel like I'll need it that much to take my pistol faster, so I don't feel like it'd be that helpful. The reason I don't use Hardened is because that only works for walls and wall bangs, and usually I don't try to kill someone through the wall because that obviously gives me a higher chance of getting a hit marker, and I don't want that. So I usually only shoot targets whose bodies are completely open to my sniper, and I don't need to use. So that's why I don't have a need for hardened. That's why I use steady aim instead. And for the question of all 96 A1 versus PSG1, they're both really good snipers. If you prefer the way that the bolt action feels, then use that. But the PSG1, I think it's better because there's less hit markers with it. The only downside is that it's not a bolt action, and it feels somewhat awkward when you shoot it, in my opinion at least. Maybe for you guys it feels perfectly fine, but for me at least, it feels a bit strange. There you can see the steady aim and work. My gun barely moved up and down, barely any recoil. I did miss some shots, but that's just the way that no scoping works. You can never know if you're gonna hit the enemy or not. But yeah, those are my feelings on the snipers and the classes and all of that. The final score was 27-8. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Goodbye.